Om Namah Shivaya. I am Professor rudramohapatra, an astrologer from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Today, I will review another very important but less known and less used classics known as Hora Ratnam. Before that, I am thankful to one of my very regular viewer, uh, Deepa Mishra, who had suggested me for review of these classics. Uh, this is the second review on the series of book review after Burat Parasar Horasastra. We in Hindu astrology are very much uh, fortunate that we have got a lot of classics to our credit. Despite that, we still are not able to catch astrology very accurately. So Hora Ratnam is the most recent classics in Hindu astrology. Yes, or you can say one of the most recent classics along with Uttara Kalamrita or Jataka Tattva. The most important feature of this book is this is highly comprehensive in nature. Like in Bruhat Parasara Horasastra, you get all the concepts of astrology. While here, Balabhadra, the writer of this classic, has compiled the views of the astrologers landed on this earth before him. If you see, we have got primarily uh, two kind of uh, classics writers. Yes, one is the rishis, Rasara, Garga, Jaimini. Others are the writers, what they found during at that time they wrote. Say it is Kalyana Varma, Venkatasa. Even you can say Mihira. Um, so these are two kinds of things. One is the ancient classics, then recent classics till Venkatasa. Uh, Venkatasa, Vaidyanatha, like that. So Horaratnam is the most comprehensive classics. You will find the citation of all the classics, almost all the classics here. Let me say you something about Balabhadra. Balabhadra belongs to Uttar Pradesh, the Kannauj. Now also the name is the Kannauj region of India. Uh, and his father name was Damodar. So what he has done in this book, he has not left any classical references most probably. If you go through this book, you will find what Narada has said, what Garga has said, what Vasishtha has said. It starts like that. Then remedies as for this Jataka Varanam, remedies as for this for Bharata Chintamani. So it's like that. It refers to various classics. So it is the collection or anthology or summary of all the classics you have. So Hora Ratnam is a must. Like BPHS, if one guy or one student, we all are students, I say, but those who are students, they need to spend much more on books. Uh, BPHS, then directly Hora Ratnam. He can have a bird's eye view what others classics has said. Even Yavana Jataka. So Yavana Jataka, let me little bit add here. A book on Yavana Jataka, another is Buddha Yavana Jataka. So Yavana Jataka book was composed by Spujidhwaja, while the Buddha Yavana Jataka is more comprehensive than the Yavana Jataka, was composed by Meena Raja. That's a Yavana means the outcast. Yes, people say the Greek. No, no. So Greeks were quite vindictive in nature, so they did not contribute to our astrology. Maybe some astrological knowledge be diffused by migration, invasion, but not. So outcast, because the education was under the monopoly of Brahmins earlier. So those who are not the non-Brahmins are like that. So possibly it is like that. So Yavana. Okay, so let's not get into that, but those are very good books. So even their references, Vararatnam has taken place, has given, Brahadra has given. The tragedy here is, yes, this book remained haphazardly translated into English. The complete English translation has not been done till now. The first part by R. Santanam, 1995. I was going through that book by Santanam. So Santanam was saying that 1989, Santanam was planning to translate this book, but very, very who book. So Santanam again, you know, stopped that thought. Then again, in 1991, he started. Possibly after 4 or 5 years, he produced the book first volume. After just few years, he passed away, for which the second volume could not be translated. So incomplete translation. You can have that old hard copies published by R. Santhanam and Associates, or even online we have this soft copy of that classic. Where R. Santhanam has got this Rama's picture on the cover page, because Balabhadra was a very good devotee of Lord Rama. Now you can see, you can connect that which region of India Balabhadra must be belonging, because Rama devotees are mostly from the northern India. So Uttar Pradesh. So how the book proceeds? 7,300 slokas altogether. 3,200 sloka in volume 1 and 4,100 slokas in volume 2. But it is a collection of slokas from this book, that book, like this. Let's go for the first volume, which is like views of various species. Then Mars or Sun in Cancer, Sun in Leo, Sun in Virgo, Sun in Libra, Sun in Scorpio, one by one, one by one, one by one. Then Sun in Virgo with aspects of other planets. Sun in Libra, aspects of other planets, like this. Once this series is over, then you will get Sun in Moon's Navamsa, Sun in Mars Navamsa. Then when this series is over, then Sun in Saturn's decanate, Suns in Venus decanate. So this is how the book proceeds. Small, you know, references and captions. Very good for quick reading. The second volume is mostly about yogas. Second volume I don't have in English. The Hindi volume is translated by Muralidhar Chaturvedi, a very good Sanskrit scholar. Volume 1, Volume 2, Hora Ratnam. So, second volume consists of mostly yogas. But Balabhadra is not writing many things of his own. Almost 80 to 90% of this book is like a compilation. Satyajataka, Sambhavara Prakasa. Hmm. So, Hora Ratnam actually, as it remained untranslated in complete form, so it is less in use now. Okay, but you will have the past volume, which itself is highly comprehensive. Itself is highly comprehensive, yes, because online you will get that and you can have a reference. R. Santhanam has clearly mentioned in the cushion this is not meant for quick reading. The reading of this book demands serious patience and perseverance. Santhanam has mentioned beware. Hmm. Uh, Santhanam possibly has translated maximum classics. Yes, most classics translated by Santhanam. Pratisannavanavanitam, Brotparasara, Hora Sara, Saravali, then this Hora Ratnam, Sambhavara Prakasa. So he's a very good translator. And like me, Santhanam was also very quick into astrology. He was not like from a very astrological family. He learnt it and was also an, also the editor of the Times of Astrology, which is no more into publication. So anyway, so Balabhadra's book Horaratnam, uh, Hindi complete two volumes are available. English only first volume. The first volume is around 900 to 1000 pages. Hardly anything remain unmentioned there in Horaratnam. The book is possibly around what Santanam has said. It's around 60 and 1660. Okay, so it is actually 17th century, we can say. 1653, it's like that, but Balabhadra's era, so the book came into existence in that time period. I just want to say here is now once we have got enough scriptures in Hindu astrology, Balabhadra think that I cannot do anything more to this. Let's you know compile those things. Yes, even how to write a horoscope with this book. There are few rare things out of which how to write a horoscope is in this book. That how you have to bow down, how you have to write. Then similarly, as Parasada said, and the Gandanta Varsa, Huktamula, all those things, they are also mentioned. Hardly anything unmentioned, remain unmentioned in Horaratnam. Uh, Currently, I do not know, but earlier A free copy, online copy was available on online and some archive site. So you can download that, get it printed, and read. And my request to learned scholars also, please think of translating the other volume. The translation demands mastery over two languages. The language where book is written, the language where you want to translate it. So I know English, but I do not know Sanskrit. So people like me cannot translate. So this book remain incomplete in translation. The beauty of this book is once you read this book, you will know all about the classics, all the classics written on Hindu astrology. Because Balapadra has referred to all the classics. This classic is saying, he is taking the concepts from classics, like what is the views of uh, Spujit Dhwaja on this, and what is the measures or remedies recommended by recommended in Sambhuvara Prakash, like that. Whatever the classics I am saying may not be exactly there, but yes. So this way. So very good compilation of various classics. So if students are not capable of reading all these classics, please go through Hora Ratnam. My apology, I am time and again saying the word students, which actually should be astrologers. Neither I am faculty nor this video is meant for any kind of teaching. So any astrologer, astro enthusiast, astro researcher should read this. People, those who say that astrology is my passion, astrology is my choice, I strongly defy them, because astrology is not that much easy that it will say, somebody will say that it is my passion. No, no, not at all. Either you are an astrologer or you are not. There is nothing in between. Sir, I am an engineer, but I love astrology. I do this, do that. Until and unless he or she completely into astrology is not getting the charm of this subject. So my suggestion is, if you have plan to get into astrology, you have serious plan, then you start reading with your profession, then leave your profession and come here. So point of saying is that even those people, so they said my passion is there, sir, so I don't have time to read a lot of classics. So what shall I do? My recommendation will be Hora, because all the classics, some things are mentioned in this book. Not a very genuine research by Badabhadra, but absolutely no, a beautiful garland of the excerpts from the classics written earlier. R. Santhanandan also done a very good thing. At the end of this book, translation of the first volume, he has mentioned the classics referred in this book in the index, around 100 classics possibly, or more than that. So if uh, you are not capable of reading to these books, you can go to classics. Directly Horaratnam. Horaratnam is another book which you must keep it like your regular reference. I will not say Bible, regular reference. Because the beginning is Burat Parasar Hora Shastra. Beginning means I am not saying chronologically. Garga Jataka, Sukha Jataka, maybe prior to that, but not chronologically. But Bruhat Parasar Hora Shastra is the first. Similarly, Hora Ratnam is the last. Yes. From Murat Parasara Hora Shastra, Hora Ratnam, whatever books were written, it is there in Hora Ratnam. I am not the complete, but uh, significant references. So it is like the directory of the classics written earlier. So please have this book and read this so that you can know that which classics has what has to say what. I am really glad that see Balabhadra has what is this? It is a secondary literature review. So books like you do secondary literature review, you do your own research, you recommend conclusion, then you write book. Normally, this is how scientific books are written, not novels. Non-fictions are also different thing, but scientific books are written in this fashion. But here it is basically a secondary literature review. Basically, I am saying not 100%. Few little things are there, like how to write the horoscope, its own contribution. So apart from that, mostly it is the compilation of earlier classics. If anybody is reading Vararatnam regularly, he can say you that in this classic this is written, that classic that is written, unless I'm not even no, going through those classics in details. So this is the beauty of Hindu astrology, and we are very lucky to have this book because anybody has the duty to do this. Once the subject, the classical period is over, somebody has to compile what is written earlier, and Balabhadra has done that. But unfortunately, Hora Ratnam is very less used because it is nothing but collection of classics. So those who are into research, so they will directly refer to the classics. Why they will come to Hora Ratnam. But for your consultational purpose, those who are now into courses, they are doing the courses, and in that case, I am saying they are students. They should go to this book because for them it may take around 10 to 15 years to go through all the classics. So they should go through this book to know that what other classics are saying on various aspects of Hindu astrology. So there is nothing to review very greatly uh, on Hora Ratnam. It is like it's a collection of earlier classics. So if you have not all the classics written, you don't have, you directly purchase Hora Ratnam and you read. So you will at least know that this classic is saying that, that classic is saying that, this rishi is saying that, that rishi is saying that, like that. Excellent anthology. I had no idea of this book, about this book, 1 or 2 years back. So, because not translated into English, incomplete, but somehow I got the information. You know that I do my own research. I mean, that's how I learn. I read from books. I read. From reading is the only source of knowledge for me because I'm very unfortunate to have gurus like K.N. Rao or B.V. Raman. So I am reading from the books and getting that. So Mandabbi Yataka is another book, classical books where maximum references are given in this book. So if somebody has gone through this book, uh, this is not a book actually to go through very systematically. No, this is a book to refer. You just refer. Moon is in the decanate of sun. Then what is happening? Like that. Reference. Only the beginning, I think 70 or 100 pages. If you read, you can understand the history and development of Hindu astrology. What rishis are saying and what others are saying. Very good compilation. Very good. Excellent. But as it remains untranslated in English, so less in use, but the part one by Santhanam, uh, is excellent. I do not. I think I mean, it is almost equal to the two volumes of Brihat Parasar Varasatra put together. But unfortunately, we don't have the second uh, part. Uh, translated. So you need to also have Muralidhara Chaturbedis. Another scholar is there known as Muralidhara Jha. I am saying Muralidhara Chaturvedi, a very Sanskrit scholar. So he has translated in Hindi. So you must go through this. Very recent, 17th century book. So again, I'm grateful to the viewer who has recommended me to go for reviewing this book. If you listen to my review, you will just have a very uh, uh, you know bird's eye view of that book. So my purpose of making review is to pinch you or to create interest inside you to go through that book. The purpose of this review does not aim at uh, only listen to me and you catch whatever I am saying. So you don't read the book. No, you have to read the books. Possibly, if I personally take that, hardly any qualities earlier was with me, to become an astrologer, except one, that is reading books. Yes, I actually love to read books so that you can see the hordes of books behind my back. And this is my personal collection, which I started during my college days, during my graduation days precisely. When I stood first class first in my graduation, from those days I started collecting books because my idea was to become a professor in anthropology, my discipline. But anyway, I did not become that. After that, I got an honorary professorship. But what I mean to say is, please collect books. If you are an astrologer, please collect books and read them. So, Hora Ratnam is available online. Please go through it. And if reading and writing you are not doing, then you are missing out the research in astrology. So, if you have any suggestions, any comments, or any scholar who is a very good lover of Hora Ratnam, I request him or her to say something more on comments so that the listeners can know more. Uh, so, my idea of making all this video is to take you to the realm of the astrology list ventured. Like you will not get this kind of video where uh, reviews are done, where I'm talking of various scholars in astrology and their contributions. So this is good for any astrologer or astro researchers. This is my videos are not like for the primary astrologers. It's for advanced listeners, those who have already have good idea on astrology, so they can listen like a lecture and enjoy it. If you have any suggestions or you want any other books to be reviewed, please write in the comment box. And I had planned to review this book earlier, but due to frequent request from my viewers, uh, those who have seen my videos on the review of Hindu classics, so I have made it. So please go through this book after listening to my review. You will enjoy it, and I am grateful to our Santhanamji by Vinip at the last stage of his life. He did this for us. So even if it is half translated, even if the book remains incomplete. But that part is enough. I have listened to many astrologers. They say, "Sir, most of our scriptures were destroyed, but till what we have is also enough." So even it is better to go through those books than to make excuses. So this is all for today, and it's all about the book review. And this book was published by R. Santhanam and Associates. Yes. So the copyrights is with them, and the Hindi edition publisher I do not remember, maybe Chokamba or some, but translator is Chaturvedi. So please go through this book after listening to me. If Mahakala wants and Kala permits, I will come up with another video soon. If you like my video, you dislike my video, this is completely your choice. I am really in sorrow that nowadays people are requesting that please subscribe my videos, please like my videos. I do not know why. Till now, YouTube is not forcing me to do so. YouTube does not need that. So you have all rights to dislike, you have all rights to like. That is not an issue. You can subscribe, you may not, but please share this video. I want to reach to maximum as possible. That is the purpose. Liking, disliking is personal choices. Okay, so this is all for today. We will meet soon. God bless you all. Om Namah Shivaya.